I gotta get this guy set up. Somebody's going live, it says now. No notification. There we go. You just have to find it. All right, switch it from top chat to live chat. Ooh, I hear something. Echo chamber, echo, echo. Echo chamber, echo, echo chamber. Yeah, I tried to schedule it through the desktop app, and man, it was a pain in the butt. I couldn't get it done. So I switched over to the other way, which is just go through YouTube and hit live. But if you do it the other way, through the desktop, through Studio, it'll let you schedule it. It'll let you set all kinds of parameters that this one won't. Hey, Jolly Peanut. Hey, Peter. Yes, this one is the Cold Steel Western Bowie. I was going to compare it to the Bear Son. They're similar, but there's some differences to them. I hear myself echoing over here. Hello, Thrifty. Guess what? Oh, Thrifty, do you know how to be a moderator? Or Jolly Peanut? I don't trust Jersey. You know, I mean, Jersey's all right, but he would go nuts being a moderator. Everybody be in timeout, including myself. I think only I can do that over here. Where is this? Add moderator. Ha! Thrifty's now a moderator. Hey, like that, Thrifty. Oh, it says deleted message. What did I delete? I deleted your howdy. What the hell? I was trying to make you a mod and it deleted your howdy message. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, it should be all right. All right, so what I received today is the Cold Steel. It's like Western Bowie. It's very similar to the Bear Son Gold Rush Bowie, which I have hiding underneath right here. Now this one is a little bit smaller, the Bear Son. It doesn't have a lanyard hole here. Where this one does. I'm trying to look through the camera and do at it. This one is made in India. It came with this little thing right here. It says Cold Steel India. The only thing that I've noticed about it is, look at this edge grind here. I can fix that. I mean, that's kind of strange. The rest of it is polished. I don't know, it sounded like the stream kind of like skipped there a second. Oh, there's Thrifty. I did somehow make him a motto, so like, man, how am I? Alright, so I won't have to watch the chat quite as much. So yeah, if you compare these two, the balance, I really like the balance on this one also. It's blade heavy. It has more of a belly. Let's see if we can put this guy up. Everything's just like enlarged a little bit. The hand guards are a little bit larger. The blade is a little bit larger. But they're very similar. I mean, they're pretty similar. Now, the sheath also has a dangler, and like that Bear Son, it'll pivot around and get out of the way if you don't want that snap on there. It's in the proper position because down here is where the blade would be at, and it adds this stuff, which is like a leg tie. I tied it all in here just to get it out of the way because it doesn't look like it'll untie easily. Maybe that's just an illusion, but they did a pretty good. I didn't want to cut it, so I just looped it like that. But it's a nice dangler sheath. Now, let me tell you something about getting old and stuff. I've been walking, and I've been walking a mile a day for the past like 8 or 9 days. And a couple of days ago, I even did 2 miles, like 2.25 miles. And a lot of times I'm wearing a Bowie knife on my sides, like the case Bowie, which I got right here. And this guy's like 1.25 pounds, you know. So yesterday I was wiped out. My lower back was hurting, my kidneys and everything. You know, I'm starting to think I need to go to the doctor. Maybe I'm having kidney problems or whatever. And I took some aspirin and everything. It was just muscle strain. You know, you're not used to, when you're young and you exercise and you do stuff, you recover pretty quickly. But when you get older, man, it'll take it out of you. So I had to chill on the walking today. I'm giving myself a rest. Hey Zen, how's it going? Jersey threw up the India flag. Yeah, so I think they call it like windlass cutlery or something. I was watching another review about it, but it's nice. It's very nice. It feels like it's probably about 1.5 pounds or so. I'm not exactly sure. Gotta mute this. Can't mute a cough. But yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out and walk around with it. I've worn it a little bit, but besides just walking, I was wearing these on my hip here in the apartment too. And that's another thing. If you got like 1.5 pounds on the right side and you've got a belt on, it's going to be pulling on your left side. And you might not notice it, but really, as you age, your mind still thinks that you're young. You know, they still remember the things that you used to could do, but your body quickly reminds you, you ain't no spring chicken anymore. Hello, Rob Dabadoo. Hey, and Benchmade Bro, hello. Yeah, now my normal throwing around knife is just the old Sezco. This, I see laggage. Laggage occurring. Yeah, that'll come back in the replay too. People look at it and think there's something wrong, but it happened here. It's kind of like a little buffering. But I put mineral oil on this one because it is a carbon steel and likes to rust. But yeah, this sucker got me a couple of times. Cut my finger, fell on my toe. But it is fun to throw. I'm gonna get some of those. You can get some practice Bowie knives, just throwing knives, just to throw, but they're shaped like Bowie knives. And then you wouldn't have to worry about damaging anything. But this handle, let's see if we can get a little closer look here. I don't have the camera light on. I don't know how I could turn that on. Will it let me? No, it says don't touch the screen. Okay, fine. It has some kind of coating on it. You can see how that's lighter back there? It gives it kind of a tacky feel, but the fit and finish is pretty good on this. It's not, super great, but it's not bad either. It feels smooth all the way around. It's just a big example. It's just a big example of a Bowie knife. I was thinking about when people review Bowie knives, a lot of times one of the first things they do is they start chopping and wailing away with it, batoning and all that other stuff. And I thought, at first I thought, my first thought is usually, since when did that become a standard of testing a knife? Is how well it'll beat. But if you think about it, sometimes when people are carrying a Bowie knife, they're substituting it for an axe. They're not carrying an axe also. So they're going to do some stuff with a Bowie knife that you wouldn't normally do with a regular knife. Not that you still have a lot of room here to smack on a blade if you wanted a baton. I'm usually not going to do that because I don't have the resources here to, I'm in an apartment complex and there's like really only one spot that I can throw a knife without causing a lot of alarm, and even that's getting built up with an apartment complex. So, but yeah, I got a bunch of different Bowie knives now, thanks to Toby and Family. I always had like one or two before, but I never had the resources or anything to go beyond that and get more. And he started sending me these. See, now my only regret about these Pakistani Sezco buoys is that I didn't get them sooner. That's my only regret, man. They're so much fun. I know some people, they only think buy quality and everything, but what do you have fun with most of the time? It's the inexpensive knives. If a knife starts getting to be like $200 or $300, unless you're super rich, you're going to want to protect that thing a little bit, You don't want to be tossing it around all the time. I'm always barefoot in Jersey. I'm barefoot right now. If I drop any one of these, man, you're going to hear a blood-curdling scream, and then you'll probably see blood coming back up. Me looking for super glue. Always have super glue ready. Just in case. Better than stitches. But yeah, this is a pretty nice one. I like it. I think they're about the same price as a Bear Son. They're around $100 or so, 90, something like that. Really nice, fairly, well-made sheath here too. I gotta sniff it. Yep, that smells like leather. Nice dang. If you had a on it, you could probably just get a D-ring and attach it, and then a couple of keepers, like the police use for. It's just a leather double snap like that, Use it to attach your duty belt to your regular belt. So if you did that in a D-ring, you could make yourself a dangler out of a knife such as like this guy. The only problem is you'd really be dangling then, because it's further away. A lot of these danglers, if you look at them, they're designed, they hook up pretty close to the opening, and you would be putting your D-ring down here. But anyways, just an idea. I got a lot of ideas, and not all of them are good. Let's see how the chat's going. Have boots on, steel toe. Yeah, right edge, says Co. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't. You've been reading the rules, haven't you, Thrifty? Yeah, the things that you can't talk about or encourage or show, and a lot of those are that will change the availability of the video to be monetized, or it might get you a strike. You know, it might just be like, hey, this guy's too wild. You know, duty dangler. But yeah, they're great. Now, as far as like researching back into what the knife of fame, you know, was like, it was probably a lot closer to something like this, man, an old hickory. You know, big old Bowie knife. Man, that guy, Jim Bowie, man, if Hollywood always screws up what happened with him. I mean, they leave out parts or they do other stuff, but if they would just go, there's many different accounts, you know, like different renditions of what happened, but the things that don't change about it was, man, he got stabbed multiple times, got conked over the head, got shot, and still came out on top. So I mean, man, most people, you get stabbed once, that's it, you're out of the game. You're like, all right, I give up, that's it. But man, he just didn't know how to say no. But that's what the original Bowie knife was closer to. You know, it had more like a coffin handle. It was really, that's just what happens a lot of times. The number one killer in real life is kitchen knives, you know, and a lot of times a kitchen knife looks, you know, more like a chef knife, you know. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't understand, you know. They look at knives and everybody always thinks like weapon, and yeah, it can be used as a weapon, but it's mainly, this was used as a axe. It could be used to dig a little trench if you have to take a number 2. You could shave with it. I mean, all these things are not, you're not killing anything, you know? I mean, so it's really just like any other tool. It's not the tool that's a bad thing, it's the person behind it. It's whatever's using it. Just like any other tool, it's not the tool that's a bad thing, it's the person behind it. Whatever's using it. Big Lebowski. So yeah, as far as like scheduling, if I go through the YouTube app, I tried that on the phone and everything. That's how that first one was going to come up. It shrinks everything down to your phone, and then when it wants you to take a thumbnail, I could not figure out how to get it to reverse the camera to show down here. And I just said, all right, that's it. It sent the notification out. Maybe that'll work. But yeah, I got quite a few different. Let's sheathe this one up right now. More. We got buffering going on. We got buffering. Buffering. I saw buffering. Yeah, here's another fun Little D-guard one. This one's not real heavy. And it probably wouldn't take a lot of abuse because it's probably got like a rat tail tang in it and everything. But man, this is fun to play around with too. It just feels comfortable in the hand. And then you don't want to discount, you know, the big beast of them all is the Outlaw Timber Rattler Outlaw Bowie. Another Pakistani great. It's getting on my arm. It feels like it's twice as heavy as this guy. Look at that spine. It's got a nice footler in it. All right, I gotta find its sheath before I lose a toe. Where'd you go, sheath? Where'd you go? There you are. It's kind of crazy in here. How many people has Thrifty thrown in timeout yet? Oh, it's not a riot like I thought it was. And of course, one of the budget greats, man, it's kind of like all around one is that Mossy Oak. Country, what does it say? Country something. Breakup country. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a movie or a series or something. But that one rock-welled out pretty good. I need to test all these new ones. I'll do a regular video on that and see what they rock well out at, because we'll leave the Cold Steel back up here. Since it was the title of the video was New Bowie Knife, so we gotta leave the new one out there. But yeah, these are it's something. It's like any other kind of like knife thing, you know. I was thinking about that. There was a while back when I would have like one Bowie knife. That would be, you know, enough for me, and I'd use it to play around with, and I didn't have any urge, you know, to collect anymore. And then now, it's like, wow, this one's good. What's the other one like? And with the help of Toby and Family, like I said, he would start sending me one example and then another example so I can compare them. It's just something that, unless you're at a knife store or you had all these, you just wouldn't be able to do normally. So, anyway, it really just helped out. Like I said, it just really helps out a lot when you get knives that you've looked at. See, if I look at a knife that's out of my budget or price range, I don't even entertain the thought of ever owning it. You know, I don't think about like, oh, if I could save this up, I just block it out as a possible choice of something. You know, I'd look at the Sezco, you know, or something else, and I'd be happy with those if you could sit there and say, all right, you could spend probably, you know, almost the same amount of money buying a bunch of inexpensive Pakistani knives and stuff like that, and you could have just saved up for a regular one. But it all depends on what you want to do, you know, your purpose behind knives. Hardness test kits on eBay. I think they have them on Amazon also. But they're expensive too. They're like about I think over $100. They're expensive too. They're like about I think over $100 for those hardness testers. Hello, Diver Dave. I got Thrifty Canifio here as my handy dandy moderator here. He's doing a great job. I'm surprised I even got that to work, because when I pushed over here on the screen for it, it had all these selections, and one of it was like report user and all this other stuff. I'm like, no, and I'm trying to scroll down and say make moderator. I thought I did. Then I look over at the screen and it says message deleted by me, and I'm like, what the hell? I didn't want to delete his message. Anyway, it worked out. But yeah, for those of you that are, like getting new into lock picking and stuff like that, I have been making videos and stuff showing how to pick different locks, but we have a person right here in the stream that's been picking locks longer than I have, is Jolly Peanut. And he's got a lot of videos, and especially the really good ones are, he could take like a toothbrush, an electric toothbrush, and turn it into a lock picking, electric lock picking gun. And what I was trying to suggest to these new people like Jersey Knife Guy and Prepper Dale is make lock picking videos and put them up there, especially the ones that you're having problems with. And then you'll meet people through the comment that are currently into lock picking. I mean, those are the people that'll trade locks with you and stuff like that, because they like to do that. They like to go, you send me some locks and I'll send you some locks and stuff like that. And they're a really good community of people. I mean, it's just yeah, now on lock picking, that's something that's not it's not illegal. You have to just put a disclaimer up there and say it's not for illegal purposes. It's for educational purposes and stuff like that, because there are a lot of channels that have lock picking stuff that, some of them have millions of viewers and stuff. Bosnian Bill, he used to put up a lot of those. He's retired from putting up videos, though. Lockpicking Lawyer, Lock Noob, all that. Because the main thing that I do that for is just to show a lot of people think, oh, well, this is a really secure lock, and nobody can get into it. Not necessarily, locks really only keep out people that are honest. And the criminals are not going to take the time to learn how to pick a lock. They're going to cut it with a torch or bolt cutters. Or they even use ramset guns. And they put it up on the lock. Pop! And brute force. Oh, Brutus. But yeah, Bowie knives are really fun, but yeah, they can be a safety hazard, even in the sheaths, because the weight of one of these falling on your bare feet will be something that you'll remember. And if it's out of the sheath, man, like one of these, this guy, I had him sitting up on the recliner, and this is not a proper sheath, I mean, it'll protect you from getting cut, but won't protect you from sliding out. And the recliner chair or footstool, I put my one foot up there, and the right foot was down, and when I put the left foot up, it tilted it just enough that this thing fell out. And down there on my foot was, I got another buffering going on here. But yeah, it can be dangerous. Knives can be dangerous. Usually I cut myself right after sharpening or during, Or sometimes, like the other day with this one, I was putting a corrosion inhibitor on the blade and just going do slice. Yeah, this is where I used to film, here in the kitchen table. See, we have some stand-in dinosaurs that didn't join the other crowd back there. looks like a stegosaurus. And a P-38, just in case we need to open something up. I think this was the one I carried when I was in the military. Here comes another back in my days one. Yeah, we didn't have MREs. We had C rations, old C rations. They were for like in 1980. It was in England, and we were on an alert, and they had us out on a flight line, and they said, you had a choice between a bag lunch or C rations, and I was like, ooh, give me the C rations. Because I knew they had a P-38 in it with nothing else. Yeah, Air Force, we didn't have it real rough. Most of the time we had a chow hall and all that other stuff. We weren't out in foxholes. That's it, Zen. Sledgehammer. Yeah, but I didn't really expect once the case came in. I didn't think that any other Bowie knife would be able to top that, and so far, I think if the case had the handle of the Bear Son. I don't know where he's hiding. Uh-oh, Bear Son has run amok. Is he in here? No, we got an old timer. It's not really an old timer. This is just a timer, or just a time. That's a pretty decent one. This one welled out pretty good too. Yeah, everybody check out Thrifty Kniffy's giveaway he's doing. Man, he's got a lot of nice stuff in there. He's gonna have it in March the 24th or 25th or whatever, somewhere around there. But you better be there or be square. All right, we can't move this guy out. He's got to be in frame somehow. We can move this up. See, there's Jersey Knife Guy hiding partially right there. All right, so better watch out. He's got a switchblade. Man, by the time I figure out how to use this thing, come on, button push. And if I had one of these when I was a kid, Mommy, give me that switchblade. It'd have been outlawed. Man, we had all kinds. Back when I grew up as a kid, oh, here he goes again. You could have guns in your vehicle, man. We had shotgun racks, your pickup truck. Yep. We've already seen these guys. These marbles have been hiding in here. Did you lose your marbles? No, I found them. They're right here. Let me check the chat, see if I missed any. Gizmo, hey! There's Gizmo's here. Gizmo's another great resource here in the knife community because he has a wealth of information. waterproof matches. Are they really waterproof? They got a wax coating on them. They must be waterproof. Yeah, this Pakistani Bowie here. That's another sort of portable. Look at it. Folded. It's almost as much as the case. You missed out what we got here, Gizmo. The main new arrival was the Cold Steel Western Bowie. Haven't cut anything with it yet, including my toes. But I'm going to do a review of it later on. I'll try to test the Rockwell on it, and I'll cut things with it, chop and all that other stuff. Baton a badger. Ooh, you get in trouble for baton and a badger on YouTube, I'm sure. That would get you like 3 strikes all at once. You'd have to tell them, no, it was a computer simulated imitation badger. Yeah. They wouldn't believe it. Ban first, ask questions later. Whatever happened to Williams knife life? Oh, you didn't hear about the badger incident? I'd show you a video, but it's been taken down. Who was that? Ozzy Osbourne ate a bat on stage or something. That was a long time ago. Created a minor uproar, I believe, at the time. We've got to leave you there. We gotta leave you there. Ukraine, Ukraine. That's another tragedy right there. Is BPS Knives, man. They had to shut their factory down. Hopefully it didn't get bombed or anything. But they made some good knives. They made some good knives. Let me go grab one of them. I dropped my microphone. Pulled the camera. Hey. You never know what's... I knew that was going to happen. I had that microphone clipped to my chest, and I walked away, and boom, there went the camera. Yeah, but this is like a little peasant knife. That's pretty cool. Comes with a little sheath. I like the button thing. That's pretty cool. Button snap. You're struggling on your live stream. I'm always struggling. Man, I put that one in there. Come on, you weakling. Mommy, I got a problem. Try wiggling it. There. Never do that again. See that shape there? That's the way it's supposed to go. Idiot. There, bingo. How not to do things. That should be the name of this one. How not to do things. Hello, Stacy. Legion. I hope you're better, Legion. I heard your whole family got hit with that bug. The bug that shall not be named. I don't know if they're allowing us to name things anymore. It's America. We're not allowed to discuss certain things. I'm sorry. You must accept certain things constantly. Quit getting political. you don't get stop being political, I'm gonna tear your throat out. You can't make me. Be quiet. Oh yeah, if I tear your throat out, you'll be quiet then. All right, you two, stop it. Stop it. God. One of them's one political affiliation, the other one's the other, and they just can't get along. That's why they're in here. That's why they're in this room. All right, let's see. We can look at an old coin. And I looked at this and I was like, what is this? Hindu or... No, it's Ireland. It's Erie. 1942. There was a war going on in Europe. History. We got here. 2p. Another one, 71. Wow. They kept the Leary. Oh, the era. I mean, they kept the harp thing. All right, this one's really... There's a Leary for you. Naffy. This is aluminum. Look at that, man. That's your future money here. 5. 1975. See, when I was over in England, and I would get a lot of their change, and you know, just whatever was circulating, and just save it. And then some of this stuff was from when my dad was overseas, like the really old stuff. It's France, I think. I'm just digging through these. Puffing. This is German. 1949. That's when things settled down after the last event in Europe. Settled down for a little while. But yeah. Let's see how long we've been streaming here. 44 minutes. That's a long time. Patty! Hey, even Patty made it to the chat. All right, cool. Yeah, most of my live streams are going to be kind of like, I'm not having real good success with scheduling them. I know how to do it, but on this phone, while it's streaming, phew, I know a roundabout way of doing it. Let me grab a couple. Not knock the phone over this time. I'll break out my little peanuts. Toothpicks, I mean. We saw these on one of the other live streams, but it's just like little. We'll put these up here for decoration. Imitation tortoise. Yeah, this light's pretty cool, man. I can change the color. Bright. The color warmth, and then the intensity. Go down. Go up. I think it was only like 18, 19 bucks. And there's a USB charge port in the back, where if I was streaming one of those really long ones that I see people do for 3 hours and stuff, like, whoa, how do they do it? I would be able to charge my phone while it's still going. So how's that? Yeah, I've seen before, Patty, you talk a lot of times that you've done bushcraft or anything. If you've got those old videos or anything, I'd be interested in seeing them. If you've got them in a playlist, or because he said he's done a lot of bushcrafting before, and I know he doesn't have a lot of room. He's out in his caravan though, so there might be a spot. But that would be interesting. So we'll probably go another like 10 minutes or so. I want to thank everyone that came in here to this live again. That was once again unannounced. All right, let's dig out. I can get an old Smoky Mountain catalog and see how that, while we're killing time. We'll go back in time for a little bit here. We'll see what we could have got. Colonial Scrimshaw, $6.99. Two-blade Barlow. Redneck Toothpick. Here's their Swiss Master. We'll jump over. Ooh, the Colts. See, I think these were made by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Or they had their Rough Rider doing it for their... Ooh, Western. We might see a Western Bowie in here, a W49. Look at those prices, man. Buck Vanguard. Here's some old timers for you. Carbon steel blade, solid brass, genuine nickel silver bolster, saw cut Delrin. Some old timer prices. Trade cutlery. Thanks for dropping by, Byron. I'm gonna be closing it up here in just a few. Ooh, I like that one with the little... It's got enough gadgets for me. What is it? Man, knowing all the Swiss Army knife though, names and everything. Patty's finding that out. They all kind of look similar, but man, each one's got a special little name. Gil Hibben. Look at that. Double wasp dagger. Ooh. Case second cut. I'm not exactly sure what second cut bone is, but those are pretty good prices. If you could go back and get a copperhead for 37 bucks. Three-blade Whittler, 41 bucks. And then Frost Packwood. Yeah, those, let's see if we got any more case. No, they were pushing Frost pretty much. Ooh, that's pretty nice though. I get lost in catalogs. Good thing about catalogs are all they require is light. You don't need a lot of electricity. Ooh, genuine stag. This is Frost again though. They push Frost a lot. I think that was another one of theirs. Well, there we go. There's Western right there. That's what we were looking for. 59 bucks. 59 bucks. Back then. You could get different ones. But there's the one I was looking for. 9.5 inch, 14 leather swing style. These things right now, if you find them on eBay, even used, $200 to $300. $200 to $300 easy. You get one in really good shape, they can be more than that. Well, I think we'll wrap this one up here. I want to thank everyone that's dropped by. My new buoy that I got is this Cold Steel right here, the Western W49 looking. Pretty cool. Cold Steel makes it. Now, it didn't come in a special presentation box or anything like that. It just came in a box like this. Just in black. But, you know, that's fine with me because I'm not going to have them sitting in the display box. So, there we go. Thank you for spending your Monday time with me, everyone. I hope you have a great evening. And this was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching and have a good night, or day, or morning, or evening.